it's not only empowering us, but we are protecting our water bodies and our forest reserve for future generations. I thank you very much.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources giving brief updates on the achievements so far and then the projections for 2026. Her Excellency, we shall now cross over to your end and take your comments and responses.
You were doing so well, so you didn't need me to. Safe to say that no one or no thing living works in Ghana that doesn't affect your ministry, because you are lands. So we are grateful for this presentation and first-hand information about the challenges, but more importantly, the steps you have actually taken to begin to rectify those challenges. So we are grateful. At this juncture, without much ado, I shall invite, with your humble permission, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana to address us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, colleagues and friends. Is it okay to address everyone as colleagues and friends? Oh, the yes is rather low. Yeah, now I see that we're all colleagues and friends. Good morning, and thank you for accepting us. We are very happy to be here. And Mr. Minister and your team, thank you so much for this good story. It can only get better. I'm very happy. I've learned a lot, and I'd like to hope that so have many of you. Even those who put the story together, hopefully have also learned something else. Or maybe that's not the case. That's the case. That's good. So we are here, as the Chief of Staff has explained, so that we are all aligned. We are all on the same page. Maybe we are different lines of the page, but we are on the page anyway. You are at the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. As the Chief has said, whether you are flying or swimming, you are part of the land. So whatever it is, we are in your hands. You affect life in very, very direct ways. And therefore, you deserve all the support you need to ensure that the good things we know we are capable of doing will get even better. You are also in charge of the environment as a result. So your portfolio is very big, but we have no doubt that you are up to the task. So our job is to encourage you, to congratulate you for what you've done so far, and to encourage you even to do more, and to let you know that we trust what you are doing, to assure you that we have your back. We are there to support you every step of the way. As the Chief has explained, it's good that we get the reports, but we are also thinking that it helps for us to come to you, to put some names to faces, to encourage you to think that, yes, we are always there for you. We are not in a distant place, receiving reports written by faceless people, but you are the people doing the work. And not only those of you who are here, I always want to insist, so many, many, many others who are not in this room, but who are part of the story, the success story that today we are sharing. I take note of the interventions you are making, the 5-pronged one, the number of football fields, 8,000 or so. I mean, it's difficult to imagine, but that's what it is. And so retrieving some of them is an important success story, and we want to encourage you to do even more. And in terms of reclamation or taking care of our environment, it is not only a moral imperative. We're talking about our survival. Okay. when you hear that a woman has gone through all the difficulty and has delivered a baby in this shape, it's not a funny story. And this is not something we should be encouraging, for any reason. And even if you made the money, how are you going to translate the money into that kind of satisfaction? So setting up the teams is very, very important, and I want to commend you to do even more, that we are talking about our lives. It's not that I don't live in this area, but you will benefit from it, good or bad. So it is something that we should all be very, very interested in protecting our environment, is protecting ourselves. You made a comment about the importance of digitizing our material. And you made a comment about sometimes maybe the excuse is that the person has gone on maternity. You knew I'll talk about that.
I said, oh no, I should have used a better.
So I'll leave you. But okay, so I'll skip that one.
He meant paternity.
Oh, I hear you were talking about paternity leave.
Paternity.
Oh, even that. But I was going to make a plea that when we talk about the land banks, we remember the women. There are many women who want to farm, but who, for all kinds of reasons, don't even have access to land. So if we can reserve some of these land banks for them, they can also contribute their own capabilities to the economy. Thank you very much. So again, I just want to sum up by acknowledging the inputs you've made. Decentralizing is very important. Decentralization is not just a joke. That is what solves problems at the basic level, where the life begins. So yes, living in Accra is important, but that's not all there is. So sending the services to where the majority of us live is very, very important. So I want to commend that, that very, very important intervention. Very, very important. And so, again, we want you to know that we'll support your initiatives from wherever we are. We will support you because we know you will succeed. So let me close by thanking you again for your presentation, for your efforts, for 1 year you said. Isn't it interesting that we found ourselves here? Yes. So it's happy birthday in a certain way. That we've come just 1 year. We wish you well. And your team too. Is it 16 agencies or so? Yes. Everybody is part of it. We respect your input and we encourage you. You as the heads, your support staff, everyone. We want to thank them for what they've done so far, and we want to commend them to do even more. So, Happy New Year to everyone, and thanks.
Thank you very much, Her Excellency. We are equally grateful, but to convey our gratitude, we shall listen now to the Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, who will give us the vote of thanks.
Thank you. Let me seek permission to also introduce a few of our colleagues who were not mentioned. And so we have in our midst here, Madam Victoria Awuni, Deputy CEO, Minerals Commission, Mr. Klu, Deputy CEO, Mineral Commission, and then my good friend Emmanuel Ayuba, also Deputy CEO, Minerals Commission. And we also have one of our hardworking colleagues, Josephine Bedu, Director Research and Statistics. And then we also have our Commerce Director and the communication person here, Mr. Asafu. Aful, rather. So mine is to give a vote of thanks. First of all, we want to thank the Almighty Allah for making it possible that this morning we've been able to assemble here. We want to thank him for the gift of our lives, especially the life of our Vice President. We thank God that we started this program very well, and we have also ended very well. So we give praises to him, and we ask that the good Lord will continue to guide our steps and guide our Vice President's steps. On behalf of my minister and the ministry, we want to sincerely thank our Vice President, the Vice President who sets records. For us at this ministry, this is the first time that we have received a sitting Vice President. So that's why I said that she is the one who sets records. We consider this visit as a motherly visit. We have received our mother and nearly said, "Mamie dende, mamie dende." No, I didn't say it. I nearly said it. Our mother has once again demonstrated to us her humility. She said, "Colleagues and friends." This is rare. She has demonstrated to us her passion to serve the marginalized in our society, women. We will continue to talk about the virtues that you are living here this morning. We will not close this session. We only ask that the good Lord will strengthen you, give you good health, give you long life, and that you will continue to serve your nation. Mr. Minister, I cannot also sit down without, on behalf of my colleagues, thanking you sincerely for your good leadership. But for your good leadership, we wouldn't have been able to achieve what we have achieved. Your openness, the way you encourage us, you are very frank, and your hard work brings us here. And we believe that as we move into the next year, this year, as we move on, by the time the Vice President comes here, all the things that we have promised to do would have been reporting and saying that we've done that. So we want to thank you for your leadership. Let me also thank the Vice President's entourage. Again, just as we know that it is our minister's leadership that has brought us this far, it is the same that we know that you are cooperating and working for our Vice President. So we want to thank you to continue. We want to thank you and ask you to continue to put in your best so that you'll be able to achieve what she wants to achieve. We want to also thank my colleagues who are here, staff of this ministry and its agencies, for your hard work and for your collaboration. Today we have seen that the whole Vice President is happy with us, and it is because of the way we work together. I want to call on you to continue to work together. Let's see ourselves as a family, and let's work together for the betterment of our nation. To the security, the media, and everybody gathered here, we want to say thank you. May the good Lord take us back to our various destinations. I'm grateful.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and friends, all too soon we have come to the end of this all-important session. We will now take the closing prayer. Dr. Alhaji Siraj Tanko is the financial controller. You do us that honor.
Thank you. Can we be in a prayer mode, please? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. O Allah, all praise is yours as befits your majesty and greatness. We ask you to make this meeting a blessed one, and to bring benefits and goodness to the nation Ghana and its people. O Allah, guide our leadership to what you love and are pleased with. Grant them wisdom, justice, and mercy in their decisions. O Allah, protect our country, grant it peace and stability, unite our people, and bless our efforts and time. Accept from us, for you are all hearing, all knowing, and forgive us, for you are the most merciful. May the blessings and peace of Allah be upon Prophet Muhammad and his household. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad al-Fatih lima ughliq wal khatim lima sabaq nasir al-haqq bil haqq wal hadi ila siratika al-mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqa qadrihi wa miqdarihi al-azim. Amen.
Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, thank you all for coming.
Meet Kwame. He's not just any Kwame. He's Kwame the TV license legend. Kwame knows that by paying his TV license, he's supporting GBC, our public service broadcaster, and he's making a real difference. Kwame's contribution helps bring our communities closer together. Because of Kwame and others like him, we will all have access to amazing TV programs, educational content, plus broadcasting infrastructures are maintained and our culture is beautifully promoted. So GBC is asking all to respond to this civic obligation and pay your TV license fee. For individuals, it's 3 CDs per month or 36 CDs per year. If you have multiple sets, meaning 2 or more in your household, it's 60 CDs per year. For commercial institutions, it's your number of TV sets by 36 CDs per year, and you pay the invoiced amount directly to GBC. So let's all take a moment to appreciate Kwame, the TV license legend. Wherever you are, just dial *447*333# and follow the prompt. It's your civic duty, so pay your TV license today. GBC, the authentic and trusted voice of Ghana.
In September 2025, Lanzhou. Rainfall has been more abundant than usual, and the surrounding Loess Hills are covered with a rare layer of greenery. Today, Professor Xiong Yu Kai from the College of Ecology began packing his belongings to depart for Kenya. It will be the 38th journey for him to fly to that distant continent. What makes him so attached to the East African plateau, thousands of miles away from China? The story began over 2 decades ago.
那我上高中的时候，我就想当科学家。上了大学的时候呢，我就想读博士。所以当时在选专业的时候呢，就想做些有意义的事情。西北干旱、少雨，这个粮食生产呢，第二不稳。所以呢，当时呢，还是青葱岁月。还是有一个报国的情怀。
An unforeseen shift occurred in 2011. The East African plateau had encountered a once-in-60-year severe drought, triggering a food crisis. China provided Kenya with 2 billion Kenyan shillings, 130 million yuan in food aid, and launched the UN-China Science and Technology Cooperation Program of Water Resource for Africa. As the project leader, Xiong Yukai led his team on their first visit to rural Kenya. To their surprise, they discovered that the dryland farming techniques that had alleviated the millennia-old poverty of the low